may recall during the slideshow brief that that you'll be surrounded on 3 sides by Communist North Korea upon arrival here at this checkpoint. This time I'd like to explain to you a little bit more about how we are at this. So, look off to your right. It's a little hard to see. They're old, but you may recall from the brief that there are yellow and black panel markers. There's actually one over there just behind the white stake. And if you follow the white stake down to the wood line, it makes a 90-degree angle. The MDL actually follows that, bisecting the Station River and flows down into the Han Estuary. So, in certain ways, you can kind of see how now we're surrounded on 3 sides. Look off to your right, off to the hill, it's about 2,000 meters away. There's a J-shaped dirt road. This J-shaped dirt road is right about at the northern boundary of the demilitarized zone. Just left of that, you'll see a guard tower. This is KPA guard post number 5. And as previously mentioned, they are monitoring us this time. So as a reminder and asking you do not point, wave, or gesture in any manner towards it. Off in the distance, a little bit just left of the guard tower, you may see a blue roof building. This is the site of the former Czech and Polish neutral nations camp while they were allowed to work within North Korea. Approximately 1,000 meters to our front, it's kind of maybe a little difficult to see, but there's an A-shaped frame building. This is North Korea's Peace Museum. It's rather ironically named because it actually holds 4 of the axes used in the axe murder incident. Just off to our left over here, you can see 2 little guard buildings. One of them is a little harder to see. It's just on the other side, kind of in the tree line. In between these guard buildings is the bridge of no return. Guard building on this side of the bridge was the site UNC checkpoint number 4, as mentioned in the slideshow brief. This was the site of the axe murder incident. After the clearing of the tree, a few years later, they decided that that checkpoint didn't need to be manned because everything that could be seen at that checkpoint could be seen here. Just on the other side is KPA guard post number 7. This checkpoint, however, is actually still manned today. And they do man it for 24 hours at a time. As I mentioned earlier, that was the site of the axe murder incident. If you look off towards the little trees on this side of the road, you'll see a gap in the trees. That was the site of the large yellow poplar tree. Since then, obviously been cut down, and there's a monument that's been placed there where the tree was and that we'll be able to see in a moment.
Oh, we just opened up the window.
You may remember that we pointed out Gyeongdong earlier. That is Gyeongdong, known as Propaganda Village. One of the interesting things about it is that most of the buildings are actually fake. We know this because many of the windows and doors are painted on, and when the village is lit up at night, you'll notice in certain buildings that the light is brighter at the top and gets dimmer as it reaches the bottom, so that leads us to believe there are actually no floors in most of the buildings. The flag's actually flying quite well today. I mean, it's a strong gust of wind. It takes such a gust of wind to get the flag flying because it has a dry weight of over 600 pounds.
Wow.
Due to this extreme weight, during terrible weather, they have to lower the flag or it will tear under its own weight. Additionally, off into the distance, the long skinny tower off over the hills. Background, those are North Korean jamming towers. They are used to block all cellular, television, radio transmissions from entering into their country. It's one of the other methods that they use to isolate their citizens. However, I would like to ask this question because some people have given us a nice answer, but as I mentioned, no cellular transmissions. So if you pull out your phone, you may notice there's no signal. However, if you do, please let us know so we can switch carriers. What service do you have? Oh, okay. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, at this time, you can continue taking pictures. Give you a couple minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask myself or Private Summers.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take photographs. No photographs towards this silver tower over here, or the checkpoint 3, which is located directly behind you. All photographs, of course, just towards North Korea.
There's also a monument down here if you'd like to take pictures of it. We also ask that until we dismiss you to return to the buses, that you stay over here within the chained-in area. Yes, actually step over here. So there's
Good at it too. I like it. Traveling, you gotta get good at it.
The flag is flying really good.
Yeah, I did
Okay, I'll give y'all just a little bit longer. I know it's cold, so you don't want to be outside for too long. So if you can finish wrapping up any pictures that you're taking, we can get back to the buses and continue our tour. And get to our warmer.